Hello, everyone. It's Morphin Mania time. I'm Captain Logan.
And I'm Jason.
And I'm Dark DJ.
And we are finally back. We took this last Wednesday off as far as the live shows go. Obviously, if you're watching this in 2019, you're seeing these day to day. But it has actually been a little while since we've all recorded together. It's been a full week. And DJ, I've missed you, buddy. It's felt kind of weird not seeing you for a little while.
We didn't have our midweek catch-up.
So we just did that before the break, before we got started here. DJ is on vacation right now. He has so much dedication to this silly show that he is broadcasting from an attic in Mississippi right now, visiting his wife's parents.
Yep. Couldn't miss it.
So today we're going to tackle 2 episodes. We're going to do Grumblebee, and then the next one is going to be Two Heads Are Better Than One. And if you're watching live, make sure and check out the Rabbit Room. That will allow you to stream exactly what we're looking at along with us and sync up with us. And if you're watching after the fact, of course, make sure and get your Netflix or your DVDs. Get ready to press play when I say now, when you're at timestamp 0 for episode 51 of season 1, Grumblebee. You can say now. We'll see if I remember that 5 seconds from now. I've done this like 6 billion times, so I just get kind of used to doing the same thing every time. If you are watching live, thanks a bunch for being here. Good to see you. See a lot of folks there in the comments already. Let's go ahead and just get right into it and start watching and talking about Grumblebee. Here we go. Ready? Please press play right
now. This is the 60th time 50th time we've seen this intro.
I mean, it's the 51st time we've seen this intro, but for you, it's been every third set of shows. So, yeah, you haven't done as many of them. But anyway,
intro when you watch it outside of Morphin Mania, or do you skip it?
I don't tend to skip this intro.
Huh. He really likes it.
Yeah. Hey, Mikey.
For the camera.
I think he likes it. No, I don't. I don't tend to skip this intro. And again, as we've talked about a million times before, some of that is because, I don't usually watch this show like in order. Mighty Morphin I tend to skip around and watch random episodes of. And so part of the reason I don't skip the intro is because it changes a lot. Mm-hmm. And I'm always curious to see, like, what Megazord we're at and stuff, because I won't always remember it. I'm like, oh yeah, where are we right now?
It's like it's a good previously.
Oh yeah. Exactly. And sometimes spoilers too, as we've noticed.
I guess it would be like currently on Power Rangers. You haven't watched Legion yet, have you?
I watched the pilot.
When they do,
but I've not seen past that.
They get to when they do those things.
Oh, Billy got a B. See that Fish Islands thing? Whoa! That was great.
Freaking out.
It's a good way to get you into the episode.
For Billy.
I like that. Yeah, Billy got a B. This is directed by Jon Stewart. I don't know if you realize Jon Stewart directed it, but that's a real popular name, right? Like,
very generic.
It's definitely not that Jon Stewart, you guys. Not the TV show host or the Green Lantern. See, they won't do this, but what should be revealed here is that he didn't have time to study because he was like fighting a monster or something, right?
That would be great. But I don't think Billy has to study. I think he's just a super genius in the show.
Yeah, Thomas Edgeshill, I think we can be fairly certain this will be a B episode. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially because in the title, Grumblebee, it's spelled out B-E-E. So yeah, you will definitely.
And it stands for Billy.
That would have been an okay scheme for naming the episodes, where like each of them is the name of a monster.
The piano music.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Jon Stewart seems to be a pretty decent director. I like what he's doing with the camera right now.
Fish out. All kinds of monsters.
See, the way I would have gone with this is I would have gone, okay, we got to do a bee monster. Let's have like a big spelling bee. And then she goes, hey, everybody's doing a spelling bee. Let's do a bee monster.
I want them to finally make that one monster that's like doing this in its clay form. Every time they pan by.
We see that a lot, but we never actually get that monster, do we?
He only does this. That's his one attack.
It's kind of like the red battle Zord in Zeo, except it goes out like this. It's like a Rock'em Sock'em Robot.
Yes, I remember that. I've actually been looking ahead a little bit for preparing for our video about the game, picking our upcoming characters.
We got to do that at some point.
Saw a little Zeo. Yeah, we got to do it. We'll do it eventually. We got time.
We've got lots of time. Generally says that Power Rangers is on the same level of quality as Tommy Wiseau's The Room. I would put it slightly above The Room.
It's more self-aware at sometimes.
Yeah, and I know what's going on. You know, it is absurd and nonsensical, but the fact that it is as formulaic as it is means that there's like some kind of a standard.
Yeah. And the less of an intent makes it less egregious.
So these guys just want to compare Power Rangers to different things today. Cinematographics, is this any better or worse than the B Crypto Freak in Smallville? I put them right on par. They're right together, right on par.
For some reason, I really remember this monster. I don't know if he was used in like a flashback episode or something, but I remember this monster.
Maybe, so I think it's a more distinct design. It's what I always remembered too.
Maybe.
So I'm not kidding when I say this. I actually think the directing is a little better in this episode than normal.
Hey,
this Jon Stewart guy kind of knows what he's doing.
That's what they needed. Jon Stewart breathes life into Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That's right. Cinematographics says, "You're tearing me apart, Kimberly." Oh, hi, Zordon.
What kind of a laugh is ha ha ha?
Well, it's kind of like the bully from laugh. The Simpsons, right? With one extra ha.
We're back at the same basketball hoop.
Well, it makes sense that we would reuse for the same locations. I mean, they should be at the same park every time, right?
Yeah, I mean, I go to the same park.
Yeah,
I don't look for a new park every time I.
It's just really funny that you say that because you start expecting us to never see the same locales again, even though they're supposed to be the same town all the time.
I like how they're putting like chalk on the putties, so when they kick them, it like.
I love that.
Splatter.
I don't know what that pose was Kimberly was doing. She had a lot of follow through with that. It was like, ha! And then she just say it's like a dance move or something.
Oh, they got the lasso of truth.
It's like she's starting to do like a pony.
You guys can all get out of this really easily.
It's like the human knot.
Although, oh yeah, we did that in season 3 Batman.
Oh yeah, I've seen it. It's hilarious.
Have you seen that? It's one of my favorite traps.
I love that close up.
You're not gonna get away with wrapping the 3 of us up for a little while.
Jason's face is so intense.
No, these guys put in their all, man.
So, why is it a grumblebee?
Because it rhymes with bumblebee, I guess.
That's probably the reason. Wait, did he just press a button? Oh, I thought Alpha was going to press a button and then the
rope drops.
That'd be amazing. Why don't you do that every time someone gets tied up?
It's my anti-magic.
The show does have that Enterprise problem where people get tied up a lot. It's not as bad. It's not as bad as Enterprise. It's not every 3rd episode, but we do tie people up a lot in the show.
I want to know if that's possible to tie someone up. It's always like that in movies, but it seems like you could just push it down.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's definitely a trope, right? Trini, I don't know about those pants. Little loud, those pants. Did you catch Alpha's pun when he said they're really in a bind? Yeah, we did that.
Alpha always making the funnies out, Alpha.
He has pajama pants.
She has pajama pants. Hi, Software Agents TV. How you doing, man? Thanks for being here. What? No more rope puns?
No more rope puns.
Lethal Protector.
It's even worse than that, Power Rangers. Turn around and look at my PowerPoint presentation.
B on my test.
Yeah, Billy should still be shaken.
He's rattled. Billy is having a way worse day than everybody else right now.
So Trini is all like in the camera. Her face was like in the camera, and she's like, "It's Morphin time."
Wants to let everyone at home know it's Morphin time.
It's Morphin time.
So, did they shoot this extra?
Jeffrey just wrote go PowerPoint presentations.
So they shot this extra footage, like you said, for us, but they still shot a man in the Yellow Ranger suit after they knew we had already.
Maybe they just didn't have enough time to send them a female Yellow Ranger suit. No, that's a really good point. Maybe they're just trying to be consistent. It's always been male anatomy before. We don't draw attention to it. We don't talk about it because it's a little weird. It's a little awkward. But whenever Trini morphs, she has male anatomy for a while, and then she goes back to female anatomy. It's odd. We don't want to draw attention to it, but that sets the precedent for Justin later when he'll grow a few inches whenever he morphs. You know,
that's what I was gonna say. In the new movie, they need to actually show her morph into man form when she morphs.
In the new movie, I mean, like she got to be a woman in the suit in that.
Yeah, well, they're armor in that, so you can't tell anyway.
Yes, you can. People complained about that.
Oh, really?
You talking about the 2017 movie?
Yeah. Did they make?
Yeah, people complained that they exaggerated the bust too much. Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't pay attention. I've seen it once, and I didn't like the suits that much, but I did like him in context, I guess. So I can't say that.
See, that tells you where DJ's priorities aren't. Okay, he's a married man. Like,
didn't even notice.
And me too, but people complain. I read about that. I was like, really? That's what we're getting worked up about? All right.
Yeah. Well, you know I don't read the news or listen to the news.
That's true. Yeah. He unfortunately for DJ, his only source of news is me, and that's
that is very true. And Screen Junkie sometimes.
Man, I'm sure they do a better job than I do. I'm not primarily a news channel. Wow, they still can't get these ropes off the other Rangers.
Their legs must be getting tired. They've been standing in one place.
Wouldn't that be really funny if a few hours later it's like, why don't we all just lay down for a little bit? Like, and then occasionally, yeah, she got to say it twice.
I like that there's another Billy and Trini episode.
Yep.
Even though
they've been putting them together a little bit more often.
It's Morphin time?
I think so. I'm not sure we've seen it. Yeah, that's not a thing we've been counting. Which Rangers get to say it most often? That would have been cool.
How many B puns are there? How many puns are there in this episode?
In this episode? Once again, it won't be as many.
You felt my sting.
Beware.
You felt my sting. It won't.
That's gross.
I love how the acid sounds like fireworks.
But looks like silly string.
Cinematographic. I sure hope DJ doesn't get trolled by Hot Topic.
What?
I'm not sure what that's a reference to. I'm just reading. Again, I'm just reporting the news, DJ.
I mean, I haven't been in a Hot Topic in a long time, so they catch me off guard.
I got Hot Topic. I got Batman pops there. Sometimes they do exclusives.
That's true. I'm really glad.
I used to buy more T-shirts there, but I get more kind of fan-made stuff now, more often than not.
I'm really glad I don't buy pops. Seems like
I love that face.
A lot of
oh yeah, Jason has the best Morphin time face. Again, that makes him the leader, you know.
Yeah.
It's Morphin time. I think this might be the most times we've ever heard the Rangers say it's Morphin time. There's a lot of that this episode.
One episode.
But that's what happens when you split them off, right? Like when you have, some Rangers in morph and some not. Like they have to say it in order to morph, and then that's nice for the producers because that's more time they can waste, So like we can just keep saying it's Morphin time and keep using stock footage. Every time we morph all together, they're probably like, man, that's another like 20 seconds we have to come up with new material for.
It's a good song.
Here's I Will Win. I don't know if we've heard this one yet.
I don't know.
This might be the first appearance of I Will Win. You guys are going to see me head bob the Wasserman a lot.
It's mandatory.
This song is closest to 541, I think. Like you could almost you'd really easily do a medley and put those two together. Like every time I hear this song, I kind of expect like an instrumental interlude, and then just all of the sudden, all the 5R1. Like you can put both those songs together really easily.
Yeah. Man, how cool would that be if someone on YouTube did a medley of like a bunch of his songs?
Yeah, and I mean, as much as I love those, yeah, they do kind of all sound the same. I mean, like they have different melodies, but like it's the same, general sound. He said that before.
Why does he keep saying
Yes,
that?
he has.
Is he just is it the joke that he's misunderstanding the movie reference, or is that he just thinks? Because that doesn't make any sense.
I think that's probably what it is, and the reason we changed it to pizza is because Ninja Turtles, and like kids are always obsessed with pizza. So like we took two of the most popular things in the last couple of years.
What? Wait.
And actually,
what
this
movie
would
is
have
that
been
from?
Terminator 2. This would have been just after Terminator 2.
This is cool. We don't often have Alpha like building a weapon for them to specifically destroy the monster.
They're gonna say we don't often have Alpha being useful, doing things that are helpful.
No,
It's very Alfred.
he makes lunch for them. Like he makes food for them, and that's the other time he says "Hasta la pizza, baby."
Oh, there was that one time he was attempting to bake. I think.
Yeah.
Jason, Cinematographic has cast you as a Power Ranger. He's calling you Jason, the Silver Zeo Ninjetti Raptor Ranger. So not only do you get to be a raptor, but you're also like your powers come from two separate sources.
No.
I
want to
Ninjetti Ranger look like.
Ranger.
Sorry, what'd you say?
And my dinosaur is
She's like Scarlet Ranger. That's awesome.
What is it called again? The Spikosaurus or something?
It should be
the Spinosaurus.
Yeah.
No, go with Spikosaurus. That's awesome.
No, the Spinosaurus.
Well, sorry, DJ, what were you saying?
I'm just wondering what a Zeo Ninjetti and Dino Ranger would look like.
Well, it would be it would be a Zeo Ranger that could go in Super Dino mode, and then and then when you fought whatever the putties were, you'd have the head covering.
Yeah,
that's what would make it Ninjetti, right? Come on, that was easy.
Well, I mean, excuse me. Sorry, it's so obvious.
It's so obvious, DJ. You're a Zeo Ranger that occasionally has big foam spikes that bounce around.
Oh man,
I love Super Dino mode so much.
I hope somebody draws that. Is Crabtree in here? Crabtree, I need you to draw that.
David, we need bouncing spikes on a Zeo Gold Ranger.
I love the jazz hands as he's running at you.
Yeah, this Grumblebee is a thespian.
Man, the Megazord looks really cool right now. It's like all grungy and dirty.
And he's like,
yeah, we can't
give
any credit
so mad
to Jon Stewart right now for that. He didn't shoot this part, but I don't think we ever get a credit for who directs the footage from the Sentai. We should, right?
I mean, yeah, stars of the show.
Maybe in the closing credits they show some of the Japanese names. I actually have not paid enough attention to notice.
Well, they go super fast. Like it's like 30 seconds and they're gone.
This is a really good Megazord fight.
Yeah. Just drop kicked him.
This episode's moving at a clip. This is a nice kind of, fast-paced, high-octane kind of episode.
5 puns in this episode.
Yeah, he just said this is a real blast. There's another one.
There's another one, yeah.
Oh
no! We're in trouble. This is the We're in Trouble music. Don't you think, though, with a monster like this is a cool monster, but don't you think that Rita would feel a little bit like it was anticlimactic if she won right now, where she'd be like, man, there was that time that we brought like the giant head in the sky and we put the palace on the ground and we had Cyclopsis, we had Goldar and Zord, we did all this stuff. We had an evil ranger that one time. We had a whole team of evil rangers that other time. We've done all these things, but all it took was a giant bumblebee.
Grumblebee.
I think you'd feel kind of weird about it, You'd lose sleep over it.
We had Goldar's girlfriend.
Yeah. I mean, not in this, but that was a missed opportunity, clearly. Although if they had a scene where they kissed, they would be forced to use it, right? Like there would have been no way around it. They'd be like, okay, I guess that's what it would have taken. Like if Goldar and Scorpina are married, like we have to use that if they're kissing.
Oh, there's where Tommy's been.
So once again, we looked this up and we read about this, and it does seem like all of this is new footage. And because I don't know all of the Sentai episodes, I don't know which ones had footage there and which ones didn't. But like this feels like another one of those episodes where we just didn't have Green Ranger footage for this.
Mm-hmm. It's so weird though.
Maybe they shot just a bunch of stuff and then we didn't use it in order, right? So like it'll be interesting because we just got Tommy back recently. It'll be interesting to see how many of these episodes actually use him. Because I guess the excuse is, well, he can't morph. We shouldn't have him morph if he doesn't need to because he's got limited power right now.
Mm-hmm. It's weird though that they chose to do the green candle thing because they were shooting new footage. They could have shot new Green Ranger footage.
That's true. They broke the Dragon Sword and
the suit ripped and they couldn't shoot any more Dragon Sword footage.
Jason John wants to know if you like the Power Ranger Zords from the original show. I guess we're just talking about like the dinosaurs. Jason's not paying any attention right now.
Folks' cheeks.
So, Jason, do you like these Zords?
Those ones.
So, someone's asking you that question.
Oh yes, I love Zords.
Really
Cinegraphic
cool.
says Tommy has been practicing all of his Seat Haya stuff. Is that what he's doing?
That's what he's doing.
Well, yeah, because they said he had to go to like a tournament or something.
See,
well, where was that? Usually the tournaments are just in the juice bar. Maybe he had to travel for one though. You know where it was, right? Stone Canyon. That's the only other place we go. And in fact, I don't even think we went there. I think we just brought other Rangers from there.
I guess so. He was fighting Rocky.
I'll be right back.
Okay, do we have to wait for you?
No.
Okay, Jason will be right back. Go ahead, Jason. We'll just hold down the fort for a minute, I guess. All right, so the next episode is going to be Two Heads Are Better Than One, which apparently includes a two-headed parrot monster, which I don't remember, but I'm sure will come flying back at me very quickly, DJ.
Yes, sir. Two-headed parrot monster. I wouldn't think I would forget that.
Yeah, but it does start to run together. Like as weird as stuff will sound sometimes, you'll just be like, yeah, but there's 60 episodes and it gets weird. One thing I never forget is way too many fish.
A lot of fish. And I mean, at least that was our first bee.
Man,
we had a spider though.
Stone Canyon. I'm looking forward to getting to the other three Rangers, and especially the place where we get rid of our Rangers, but we pretend like we didn't. That's the best. It's all like sunset shots where they're far away in silhouette, and they just have doubles. And I know we'll get to this eventually. Yes, it's the bad. And then again, the guy voicing Jason is just yelling to sound like Jason. Like, yeah, it's exciting. Isn't this great? Oh yeah, you're doing a great Austin St. John impression. You just yell a lot. I feel like I'm the only person that had that with the New Incredibles, where Dash's actor, I feel like the only way he could get his voice to that place was just yelling every single line, but no one else seemed to have that. I didn't think of that. That's interesting. We'll get to this eventually, I know, but do you remember the two-part like Wild West episode where they go back to the 1800s? Oh yeah, the White Stranger, man. Oh yeah, you do remember that. So we'll talk about this when we get there, but talking about Stone Canyon, that will be hilarious because the three kids that were from Stone Canyon, their ancestors will be in Angel Grove in the past for no reason. Well, they migrated. Whoa, I almost fell out of my chair. I'm in this like office chair that goes really far back. Yeah, if everybody would be really nice to DJ tonight because he can just spin around and in his spinning chair tonight and make you dizzy. I mean, I have a spinning chair too, but I don't have a laptop on my. See, look at him go. Look at him go. We need you to come EJ, I lost you for a second. What was that?
I come back. We're going off the rails.
He's coming back. Yeah, absolutely. Well, we come up here, kid. We managed to stall long enough. So there we go. That was fun. All right. So 2 heads are better than 1. Let's go ahead and get started. If you're watching live, check out the Rabbit Room, and you can watch exactly what we're looking at. And otherwise, get ready to press play when I say now. Here we go. Everybody, please press play. I'm going to do it this time right now. I'm with you though. Maybe for the back 20 that we didn't really need to make, we could have done something different with at least the beginning of this intro.
I don't hear it.
You hear what?
Anything?
Here you go.
Oh, I haven't said anything yet.
You haven't?
Yeah.
You said nothing.
Hi, GJ.
Hey, man. Welcome back.
DJ's decided this is the episode he's not going to comment on. He'll be here. He'll sit in his chair. He'll watch. He has no interest in commenting on 2 heads are better than 1.
I didn't sign up for parrots.
I'm not going to comment on this one either.
No parrots. Oh, well, crap. I'm all by myself.
That's my limit.
Well, shout out to Jonathan Tractazor.
Shout out. What?
Apparently, that is one of the producers.
Over the shoulder?
Yeah. Let's see if Jon Stewart is directing this one as well. It looks like a Jon Stewart shot to me.
I love he's teaching like a woman's self-defense class, and he just like threw him like 10 feet over his shoulder.
Yeah. And then, like, what you always hear the instructor say in a situation like that is, it's not about being large or strong. I'm like, no, I think it is. It is Jon Stewart. I told you, that looked like a Jon Stewart shot to me. I'm proud of that. See, I can see a good Jon Stewart shot.
I mean, no one is more iconic than Jon Stewart.
So this is obvious and goes without saying. This stuff doesn't hold up great, right? Like, a lot of people now I think would watch this and be like, why aren't the men supposed to yell help stop when somebody attacks them?
Well, I mean, we still have women's self-defense classes today.
That's true, but do they tell you? Do they tell the women to do that, and do they like treat them that much differently than when you teach a self-defense class for men? Like,
I don't think so.
I'm just wondering.
Yelling help doesn't hurt when you're getting attacked.
Yeah, but like you see, if I'm being mugged, I'm probably gonna yell that too. Like, I don't, it's not unmanly. Help! This sucks. Like, how unmanly. Like I don't think that's an emasculating thing, really.
Definitely not.
Do we tell women things like, yeah, hand them in the face with your handbag. You got a weapon? You got a thing men usually aren't carrying. Just hit them in the face.
Well, most of the men were carrying handbags at this time. I mean, fanny packs.
Jeffrey no, that's useless. Depends on what you have in your if you have a really heavy fanny pack, I guess you can just chuck it. But
like a big papyrus, or whatever that was. Papaya.
Papyrus.
Papyrus. That wouldn't hurt.
That sounds like Squat or Babu's sword. Papyrus. Jeffrey says, "Hey Cap, help! Stop."
Just think of Willy Wonka when someone says that. Stop, don't, come back.
Don't, stop, no. Well, at least Bulk is like mixing it up and accessorizing a little bit. I don't think he's worn that headband with that shirt before him.
That's yeah.
It's that helicopter shot we always use over the park. Man, I'm going to keep looking for this Jon Stewart guy. I wonder if he directed something too.
I love how he said, "Oh, here's a move," and then like flung him into a tree that he didn't know was there.
Help! Stop! Oh! I wish she had to use her map thing again to like find them in the park. Oh, where are they? Oh, they're by this tree.
Oh, that's a horrifying
that thing. These later episodes are getting a little bit better.
Yeah.
These are a little more fun.
All right, we've got some red and green ranger action here.
Some of that, yeah, it's fun. A lot of the time, these opening scenes for these episodes just feel like, you know, obligatory introductory material where it's like, here's a really easy setup. It's Morphin time.
I got a bone to pick with these Netflix description writers because that is not a two-headed dragon. That's a dragon with a face on its chest.
Okay, so it's a parrot, first of all.
Sorry.
Not a dragon.
It's not a two-headed parrot, though. It's a one-headed parrot with a face on its chest.
I've never heard a dragon call for a cracker. That's all I'm saying. Second of all, we did just hear Jason or Tommy 1 also call it two-headed. So the episode itself is wrong. And thirdly, we did the exact same thing in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie with Zaphod Beeblebrox, where he's supposed to be two-headed, but he doesn't actually have a second head. He just has another head that's underneath his first head that pops up. We still call that two-headed.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't know this was like a common mistake in literature, fiction.
Look, I completely agree with you. I don't think we should call that two-headed. I think we should call it like we see it. It's a head and then a chest head, okay?
When we had the lion with the goat, or the goat with the lion on its chest, we didn't call it two-headed.
Yeah, they didn't call that two-headed. Maybe that's because it wasn't the same head. It has to be the same head twice. Look, even Zordon's calling it a two. This is a two-headed parrot. Look at this in my View a Glow PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
That line reading was amazing. Yeah, and missiles. That is to date my favorite Tommy reading. That is definitely the best David Jason Frank line so far. That was the best.
He was like perplexed. It was very perplexed.
It was very concerned. He's like, how are we going to beat this thing? It's got a head here. Did you notice it? He's got one here like a normal parrot, and he's got one here. And missiles. Oh, man.
Man, these are in style again, these like sleeveless hoodies, but they're here. They were started here.
Have they come back?
Oh, yeah, I've seen sleeveless hoodies, and I never understood it.
When you say they were started here, you mean the era, not the television show, right?
No, Tommy.
Tommy
started it. Yeah,
wow.
I mean, I didn't know they were around in the 90s.
Look, Jason David Frank is a trendsetter, okay? There's no doubting that, but that, I don't know about. That's going a little far.
Have you heard him tell the story where he had a ponytail because all the martial artists that he knew had ponytails, but they made him cut it when he was trying to get into acting? That's why he doesn't have it at the beginning of the show, and then it grows back. I didn't realize that. Oh, did I accidentally say David Jason Frank? Jason David Frank, obviously. Oh, did you?
Yeah,
I just glazed right over.
It's Daredevil, Deadpool, whatever.
I know what you mean.
Hey, look out! Be intimidated! I have missiles.
It's very weird how distinct his name is that you can even jumble it up and you still know who exactly you're talking about.
Franklin, Jason, David.
How many times does Trini have to climb up trees?
Well, she's the environmental one.
So she's using them what they were for in the first place. She's like, no, climb trees. Don't make them into paper. No, see, it's because she's learned to face her fear, okay? She used to be afraid of heights. Now she climbs the trees.
That's the last stage of the art of gung-ho.
Right.
Is running up trees.
And we're doing that thing where we just talk to ourselves again because we know there's a camera there. All I got to do is climb this tree. Tommy looks like a moron sometimes. Just because of writing.
I love that face.
He's like a jumping bean.
Yeah. There's the Go Green Ranger song again. And I'm with you. I had to go back to first season before I realized that this was no, he still is. He just doesn't morph that much. He's got limited power. He still can morph though. No, he wouldn't just be there helping. They have this whole thing where like if you lose your powers, you just don't show up anymore. But what I was going to say is I had to go back through first season before I realized that we did that before the Z line.
Yeah, the Zed
in second.
version is burned into my brain.
Yeah. Yes, Cinematographic. Trini was afraid of heights. That was her like prevailing character trait for a while.
See how
Don't
much
you
she's grown?
see? He's being
That
attacked
and-
by
right.
putties.
Yeah. See, we've been too hard on the show. Like I think these characters have
Give
gained a
me
little bit of
those
dimension, maybe. You know,
flamingos.
they've grown over time. We're gonna say.
Putties go on the flamingo.
He was really upset about it too. The flamingos.
Well, that was the one thing he had to do was get the fruits, and he lost to the putty.
You got one job. Now, I have a theory. Are you ready for my theory? That red Chevrolet truck, that is Ernie's truck. That's my theory.
That's true. It's always there.
It's always there.
He looks like a guy who would drive a truck. I could buy it.
Yeah.
What is it for mango fruit?
So I guess lying is okay in the Ranger Code.
Yeah, they're a very ends justify the means kind of group.
Flamingo
Yeah,
shake.
except for the ways in which they're not. If they really were that way, they'd have already gone up to the moon, knocked Rita out of there. We would have had 3 episodes. We wouldn't have to watch the back 20. We wouldn't have to hear 60 times. I don't think Zordon realizes how he's affected the viewer in forcing the same thing to happen every week. That is also Robert Axelrod.
Just the stomach head, though?
Trying not to sound like what Zed will sound like, but still pretty much sounds like it's like something in between Finster and Zed.
Do it.
I think that should be the 4th Ranger rule. Be smart, wait for Tommy.
Soon he'll be there all the time, so they won't have to worry about that one. He'll be the first one there.
Just stand back and let Tommy take care of it. He's the important one. There he is.
But that can't happen until Jason leaves.
Oh, okay. We gotta still pretend like Jason matters. I mean, I'm kidding. He does. Like we're not to Tommy always saves the day yet. I realize that, but that will be White Ranger every time, right? Rockman LP says, "Oh, this is a Thanksgiving episode. That's fun." I guess those heads have different personalities.
Why? Like,
Because
so
they
weird.
have different heads, unless you ask DJ. And then he's like, no, they don't. No, it doesn't. And Baranoki C says, and my theory is that Ernie is secretly Zed, so I'm going to say that truck is red and supports it. That's awesome. Just the image of Lord Zed driving a pickup truck is the best new thing.
Doesn't Zed drive a pickup truck in Zero?
No, that's a Winnebago.
Yes.
And I don't know. I don't
downgrades
think he
from
drives it. I think he just rides in it. Is he driving it? Maybe he's
I don't
driving
know.
it. I forget.
Seems like he would make Rita drive or Goldar.
Well, Goldar's not there through most of that.
That's true.
He's busy being a slave to Bulk and Skull.
No, he's busy being with Rito in the command center.
Well, yeah, him and Rito become slaves to Bulk and Skull through like more than half that season.
Yeah.
I think most of that season. Jeffrey says planes, trains, and dinosaurs.
Wow, that was weird. The Crane Zord just did a barrel roll.
Vax says, I love how Tommy just has completely different body language from what his voice gives off in Zoo 2. Such a dumb thing that would only happen in this show. Yeah, seriously. Baranogi C says, have you seen them in the same place? I don't think Ernie and Zed ever show up on screen together. But there are a good number of characters that also are never on screen with Zed. I mean, Zed could also be Miss Appleby. It's possible. Sorry. DJ, are you with us?
Zed?
I lost you for a minute. DJ is cutting in and out on us, guys.
Yeah, I'm kind of losing you a little bit too. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you now.
Yeah.
Now we're losing him again. Hopefully he comes back okay. John wants to know if I named Jason after Jason from the Power Rangers and just spelled it differently. No, not intentionally. It is fun that he is both a Power Ranger and an Animorph, though. Tobias I did get from the Animorphs, just because that was the first place I ever heard it. DJ, I'm sorry, you cut out on us a whole bunch and I didn't hear anything you said. Are you still with us? Are you back?
Yeah. The episode's cutting out a little bit for me, but
you're cutting out
Carry on.
A bunch from us. We haven't heard anything you said in about a minute.
Yeah. That's okay.
Well, we'll get through this episode. It was fun. We got the Dragon Zord back.
Dragon Zord! The Dragon Zord is going to be dead, right? Like, because he'll just fall because of the power, because the power will be gone and then the Dragon Zord will be dead, right?
I don't think that happens.
Also, how does the Red Ranger get the Dragon Dagger?
Well, we talked about that before, but Tommy gives it to him and then gives him the shield and then he's able to use it and call the Dragon Zord.
Oh, so if you have the shield, you're able to use it. So Zach was able to use it in one episode.
For like 6 seconds, he could have, but he didn't.
Oh.
Well, I don't think he also gave him the dagger, though. But anyway, I'm always distracted when I'm hearing Axelrod, but he's not one of the two characters I'm used to. Really, really distracting. What are you doing here, dude?
Voice.
Really distinct voice.
Here we go.
We haven't seen Titanus in a while.
Yeah.
Titanus was dead for 10 seconds.
Why do you think everything's dead if it's not there?
Titanus
You have this
dead
object
for
permanence
10
problem?
seconds.
Bird brain.
Or it's not that you don't think a thing existed ever if it's not there. It's that you think it is dead now and is never coming back.
No.
That was overkill. I don't think they needed the
That
Titanus.
guy's dead
Yeah,
now
this is a normal bird.
because it is gone.
Well, that happened.
It
Wait.
exploded.
I wouldn't say that was a normal bird.
It's a normal two-brain bird.
It's a normal
It was a normal two-headed bird.
parrot with another head in its chest, like you do, like
All the
you
time.
see.
You don't see
Yeah.
those in
How many
Kansas?
times do you have a headache?
She has a headache a lot. We didn't
Yes.
count those because
Yes.
it's insanely frequent. I
She's
wonder
got
if the two-headed
chronic
parrot
migraines.
has separate headaches. I'm sure it does.
There's stop, help again.
In fact, that's hilarious. Fact says Jason's like a YouTube commentator. He hasn't been in that thing for a while, so he's probably dead. Yeah, Tommy came in here bold-faced lied. We gotta make sure and keep our secret identity. We can't escalate a fight. We can't morph in front of people, but it is totally okay to just bold-faced lie to solve the monster of the week.
Friends in the loop so they can cover for you.
That's an outfit, Bulk. He's got tie-dye jeans. This might be my favorite Bulk outfit. He's wearing that same headband, but now he's wearing an outfit that matches the headband. It's supposed like he went home and he was like, wait a minute. I have a whole tie-dyed thing to go with this crazy headband.
I love that they're so excited to like beat up old ladies.
We're like middle-aged ladies, you know.
Well, they just called them like old moms.
Oh,
From
okay.
their perspective.
Okay. Yeah, from their perspective.
Because they're high
You
school.
notice not a one of them felt the need to say, stop, help.
Kimberly's wearing a hat.
I like that hat. That's a cute hat. She should wear that hat more frequently.
Wait. Yeah, she will.
Max says that outfit Bulk's wearing would only happen in the 90s. That's true. That's true. Or ironically now.
That's the message, kids. Two moms are better than one. I don't know what that's.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really know what that had to do with the rest of the episode, but we tried to force it by doing a two heads thing.
Speaking of that, We never
Yeah.
got back to the Billy and the grade thing in the last episode. That was
I
just.
don't think we ever went back to it, did we? Or if we did it, we talked over it.
I don't think that's how it ended. I think they just. That was weird.
Oh no, I got a B. What am I gonna do? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm a Power Ranger.
I don't need this.
All right.
I got a better gig.
Well, folks, that concludes today's episode of Morphin Mania. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot for watching along with us. We are really gaining on season 1. We've only got a few episodes left. We are so jazzed to get to 2. I just cannot wait. But help us blow through the rest of 1, will you? And come back tomorrow. If you are watching live, we are batch recording again. So stick around with us. And in about 5 to 6 minutes, we will start again with Foul Play, followed by Trick or Treat, another Halloween episode. So stick around. I guess another Halloween episode. I would be surprised if an episode called Trick or Treat was not Halloween themed, but it's weird to do 2 of those in one season.
That's the one with the putty.
Is that the one with the wrapping pumpkin?
Yeah. No.
No. Batman.
Either the wrapping pumpkin or the one where the putties are dressing up as Power Rangers.
Well, I guess we'll find out here in a little bit. We looked that up the other day, but I don't remember right off. So anyway, we'll see you again tomorrow regardless, folks. And once again, if you're watching with us, stick around. We'll be back in just a few minutes. I am Captain Logan. This was Jason.
Yes, that was me. That was me. But now it's nobody.
And then there's DJ.
See you later, guys.
Bye, everybody.